You think, that's separation. I don't have that control anymore. You're right, you don't. You don't get that time back. You don't get this time back to influence these kids. You know, all these years, we only get a few. We get 52 hours a year. Not weeks, 52 hours a year with these kids. 52 hours as a church. So every one of them, we ought to be loving. We ought to be loving each other because we get 52 hours a year with each other. That's just here. Thankfully, a lot of you spend time together outside of here. But only 52 hours. That's just a little over 2 days a year that we spend together. And he says to wake up. Christ will give you light. Don't be a fool that acts rashly and without reflection. I can't watch a video of Isaiah as a baby without this happening. All I have to do is hear his voice on an old video and say, what happened? That's gone. All of it's gone. He's not going to be that little boy anymore. He's still my son, but he's not going to be that little boy. The opportunities that we have to share this gospel every day with people, we must redeem the time. We don't always get them. So we must be able to see the people around us and listen as one that reflects. Listen as one that makes wise, and sacred use of every opportunity. Wise and sacred use for doing good. Every opportunity that our zeal and our well-doing would purchase that time back to us. Every opportunity. Christ will give us the divine truth that shines to us. Redeem the time because the days are evil. Do not be unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. Understanding his will. So to be able to understand something means to set and join together in one mind. To set and join together in one mind. That's what he's saying with Christ. We should set and join together with him in one mind. Other scripture tells us that we have the mind of Christ. We should be able to think like him. Making wise use of every opportunity for doing good. I have the mind of Christ. You take and test him. I have the mind of Christ. I have the mind of Christ. I have the helper on the inside of me. He'll bring everything to my remembrance, that which I need, that which he's taught me. Bringing it. I have the mind of Christ. I'm seeing every opportunity for doing good. Logan won't be long. A month, you'll be gone. All right? A couple years, Chantry's gone, brother. Everything you put in him, there's 2 out. Been with them since they were 10. Everything you put in them. Now what? Now we see, when they're gone, how much time we've been given with each other. And what have we been doing with it? As a husband and a wife. You take all of it, you throw it into kids, and never have any time for each other. You get to that place where you say, do we even know each other anymore? We got to a place at one time in our relationship where they just said, it feels like we're in a business relationship. We come and go, we pay bills, we talk about bills and finances, but we do nothing together. That's not making wise use of our time together. Not redeeming it. Wake up. To bring together in one mind with him, understanding what the Lord is. So I should be in one mind with him. Now listen to this. The owner, one who has control of the time. Who did it come from? It came from him. God gave us this. We're in it right now. I'm doing my best every week to try, and I'll miss it, to follow this. Best use of this hour and a half, 2 hours that we have together. What are we doing with this time? We must ask the one who owns it. It's not ours. This time is not ours. Life is but a vapor. Look how fast this has went. Those of you that are parents, look how fast it's went. It's went fast. How fast? Just listen. I was listening to Pastor David's voice. How fast it's went for you all. And I know you hurt, and I'm not him. And I know you miss him. I miss him. What will we do with this time that we have? We must not be fools, walking and acting rashly, without reflection. But every one of us better reflect about what we've been given. Yes. What we've been given. You know, JJ, you got 3 younger brothers. Right? You might not you can't stand them sometimes, but you got 3 younger brothers. And they need you more than anything. You don't understand how much an older sibling influences you. You wish you had one to look up to. They are looking up to you. What are you going to do with it? You show them it's not pressure. You love them and you lead the way. All right, man? Because they love you. They might not be able to show it all the time, but there's people looking up to every single one of you. Every one of us have a sphere of influence that we've been given in our workplace, in our family. And a lot of the amount of time that's been given by God himself. He owns it. We must ask, what do I do with this time? Not what career I'm going to have, but who did you make me to be? Who did you create me to be? Joe, if you don't have to figure it all out, man, you be you, who he made you to do, who he made you to be, and everything that you do comes out of who you are. Yes. All right? You don't have to figure it out. Be yourself. Be who God created you to be. That's important. You have this amount of time. What are we doing with it? I could do a religious thing and just pray, and think I'm doing a great thing and have no relationship with the one that gave me this time anyway. That's the same as being in a relationship with her, coming home every night and not even acknowledging she's there. It's like coming to church or waking up every morning and not even acknowledging the one that created me and gave me life. It does not make sense. That is being a fool. And that's acting rashly and harshly, not reflecting on who I am and why am I even here. The biggest question that kids have, why am I even here? Why am I even created? What's the point of my life? We should ask the one that gave it to us. And he will give us light that wakes us up. This is a coal mining area. Do you think that someone that's underground all these times looks at that light and says, stop shining that light on me and showing everything that I do wrong? They see light, they're going home. They're heading to the light. They're heading to the light. They're not complaining about the light. Our light is not to, as the scripture says, to reprove evil, but that means just to show and discover it and show, hey, he's good. His goodness leads men to repentance. Not a light that shines on everybody and saying, look at everybody, look what everybody did. That light shines to Him. It shines from us to Him. We are His reflection. Yes. So when that light comes to us, we reflect it and we direct everyone to the one that loves them and gave Himself for them. That's what we do. With every opportunity, making the most of this time that we've been given. This is precious. I mean, Aaron, does this make you think a little bit more? Like, about that time with your girls? I mean, it won't be long, man. You know? And they're teenagers. Parents, when you look at them, that's fast. It wasn't that long that Mom was right here influencing you. Right here. Mom, did it go fast? Did it go fast then? Went fast. Very fast. Bang. Went fast. So we must wake up and ask God, the one that gave us this time anyway, how or what or when or who. I must walk diligently, forming the best plan and using the best means for its execution, not as a fool. Not acting quickly and just give her something because it's a holiday, because it's Mother's Day. But put some thought into it. Putting yourself into it makes all the difference. That's what He did. He says that we are His workmanship. That means He had a design plan. He laid out a design plan for each of you. Calls you by name, knows the number of hairs on your head. A divine plan for each of us that He created. Not a position, not a title, but who? He created you. All of us. We are His workmanship, which He created and predestined that for us good works, that we should walk in them. This is good work right now that we're walking in. Make good use of this time. You have ears to hear what He's saying to us. I'm listening to myself, and I'm going to listen to it over again. Make the best use of this time. I only have 4 more years left before he graduates. Therefore, when I get off work now, I'm not always thinking about mowing the grass and getting everything done so I can check stuff off a list. But I'm putting off those things that amount to nothing so I can make the best use of this time that I have. Bernie, your neighbor told me at the hospice meeting, talked so well about you and said, you will not believe the dad that he is. He's always in the yard with the kids playing. Your neighbor told me that. Said they're going to miss you all when you move. That's what they said. So an example, someone that's taking the time to be with their kids, taking their time to be with their spouse, taking the time. I have a grandmother that's about ready to go home any day now. I don't see her very much. She's getting ready to pass on the other side. But I reflect and think about those times and what she's meant to me and what she's put into me, who she's been to me. And there's no price that I can put on it. You mean something to someone, to many people. Don't be afraid that God's not going to back it up. Because He will shine His light on it. He'll give you the words to speak. You don't have to get them saved. You don't have to make them get saved. You just shine the light. You live it in front of them. You shine that light with your life. And as that light shines and reflects Him, they'll want what you have. And you lead them in that path. And all of your household will be saved. and we'll worship the Lord, our God. So the Lord would tell us today, He would not leave us comfortless. He would not leave us alone. He will come to us. He says, wake up. Walk diligently, not as someone that does not reflect, but as someone that is wise, that forms the best plan and uses the best means for their execution. To make wise and sacred use, to redeem the time. Make wise and sacred use for every opportunity to do good. As if your zeal, your joy, and your doing good will buy back this time. This time, Mom, that you're doing good. Your good and your well-doing will buy this back. We don't get it back, but what it does is it makes all of this, any of this that we've missed, will fill it up as if it's been used for its best purpose all time.
Amen.
That's what He does. He redeemed us from the curse of sickness, poverty, lack, death, hell, and the grave, and put us in a place where, hey, that doesn't matter anymore. So with this time, Mom, right now, parents, right now, husbands, wives, grandparents, right now, you can redeem this time that was been given, that was lost, that was not being used for what it should be, and you can redeem it by asking Him for His light, and all of a sudden, it'll make it like it never happened. And it'll fill it up like it's been the best days, not the worst days. That's what redemption is. I wouldn't go back to that old life. I've been living the best life, the best years I've ever had, and still am. We have such an opportunity here. So reflect on what you've been given. Reflect on the seeds that Pastor David and Pastor Joyce sown. Reflect on all the people in your life that have meant something to you, put something in you. Because as we did that memorial service Tuesday, all those lights shining up here, the people that put them up there for the people that they remember.